Just a few words to reflect on, not the gospel passion reading that we just recited together, but instead the one that we heard at the very beginning of Mass. There's a parish in our diocese that commemorates Palm Sunday every year, not just by having a procession into the church with palms, but they also incorporate real-life characters from the story. That means that Jesus makes an appearance, and he is riding in on none other than, what do you think? A donkey. So this church actually has a donkey come into church. Jesus has to duck when he comes in, and then Jesus gets off when he gets at the altar. Except last year, the donkey did not have the same plans that Jesus did. There's a video of Jesus riding the donkey, and just as he is about to get to the church, the donkey abruptly stops, sits down on the ground, and doesn't budge. They tried pushing and shoving and nudging the donkey. They tried lifting the donkey up on its legs to get it moving. They even tried to lure the donkey into the church with food. But nothing was going to get that donkey up and moving. And so a little bit of a change to the story. Jesus had to get off the donkey and walk himself into the church. Needless to say, we will not in Laporte be having a donkey carrying Jesus into church for that and many other reasons. There's a lot of meaning to this story, though. The donkey's only job was to give Jesus a ride into Jerusalem, to give him a grand entrance into a world that needed him, and to give the people an opportunity to sing Hosanna to the King. And yet, that donkey made the procession not about Jesus, but instead about himself. The donkey got stubborn, got selfish, got sulky, got salty, got sour. Any other words that start with S that we can use to describe the donkey? What a great opportunity and a privilege to be able to carry Jesus on top of you so that all can see. And yet this donkey wanted no part of it. Perhaps he noticed that Jesus was going to be the center of attention, and this donkey wasn't happy about that. Or maybe he was embarrassed to be carrying Jesus on his back. Like this, I'm higher than this. That's below me. The truth is, friends, you and I can be so much like that donkey. Because oftentimes our life becomes more about us than it does about Jesus. We don't want Jesus to be on our shoulders for all to see, either because we want our life to be about us, my comforts, my wishes, my desires, and not what God's asking me. And sometimes I'm too embarrassed to share Jesus, so I'm going to just sit here and sulk, sit on the ground, get salty, get sour about my life so that Jesus is not visible. And then Jesus has to get off of us and move on. But the thing is, friends, by our baptism, God has given us one job, like that donkey. Now, it's a difficult job, but that one job is to carry Jesus on our back for all to see. So that now our life isn't about us and we're not the center of attention, but instead, Jesus is the one who is the center. And when people see that we follow the Lord, even if they don't follow the Lord and have no desire to, if people see that Jesus is the center of our life, that we're not selfish, that we're not stubborn, that we're not salty or sour or sulky, then it's so attractive for other people to see. When you have a smile on your face instead of a sad frown. I'm not sure if that donkey is going to have, or if that parish is going to invite that donkey back today. Perhaps the donkey learned a lesson, maybe didn't, and they have to find another donkey. But whatever the case is, this Holy Week, this holiest week of the year, let's not be stubborn or sulky or salty or sour or selfish, but instead, let's be sweet. Let's have a smile on our face. Have the joy of Christ, which is a part of us, the center of our life, radiate from us, knowing that we are carrying on our shoulders the one whom the world needs, the one who the world wants to see but doesn't know it. Let's now show who's in charge of our life and ride in proudly into Jerusalem with Christ on our shoulders. Amen.